Good Thursday morning, everyone. It's another cold day in Sacramento. I've got a big day ahead of me, and I guess I'm very lucky to be busy. Uh, Nonetheless, even in my busyness, I'm very excited that perhaps my favorite book, and one of the first ones that I ever published, among the first ones, was my sort of magical autobiography, My Life with the Spirits. And I've been very lucky over the years that it has stayed in print and has remained a popular book. And I was happy when it also went to Kindle, and I'm now ecstatic that it has gone to Audiobook. And I had the opportunity of narrating it myself. And I thought about it, but it would require me going to at the time anyway, actually going to a studio for daily for a couple of weeks to pull it off. And quite frankly, I'm not sure that my own 74-year-old voice would be the proper delivery system for something that I wrote when I was in my early 30s or 40s. And I was so happy with the voice that narrated the Chicken Kabbalah, which was so perfect, and it sounded like Rabbi Lamed Ben Clifford. I just loved it. But I said, no, I really want to have a professional do it, whose voice was at least suggestive of the age I was when I wrote it. And I shopped around and found John Waters, who I listened to narrate Milton's Paradise Lost, and also an F. Scott Fitzgerald thing. And I listened to it. I said, that would be perfect. And so I'm very, very happy with it and pleased with it, and it's out now. And I've been listening to it just to make sure I was pleased with it. I'm just absolutely delighted. But anyway, it got me thinking. About my point of view of things and how it is developed or involved or devolved or evolved over the years, grown or been mutated. And it got me thinking about when to stop. It's good to analyze yourself, and magicians are meant to analyze themselves. And part of being a magician is that you become the observer, the primary observer of one's own existence. But the techniques of analysis, especially among magicians and Kabbalists and Hermeticists, is the techniques of Kabbalistic dissection of ideas, gematria, reducing letters to words and things like that, which are really good and up to a point necessary. But when is that point crossed? Because I get a lot of letters from people sharing their Kabbalistic revelations, and I'm not questioning their personal revelations, but I can see where the discoveries one makes in one's personal revelations are difficult, if not impossible, to share with others. And in the book Ask Babylon, I'm answering a letter from an individual who is in prison, and I'm going to read his letter and my response today. Dear Babylon, okay, you didn't call me Babylon in the letter. I don't know if you'll receive this letter because, as you probably can see by the envelope, I'm writing it from within the walls of a prison. I'm finishing up nearly 3 years of a drug-related conviction. Will soon be transitioning out as part of my release cycle. Good. I've been interested in magic and mysticism since I was a teenager. I'm 29 years old, and before my arrest had read Crowley's Magic in Theory and Practice. Can't say I understood much of that. And his Book of Thoth and the Kabbalah of Aleister Crowley, 777. Also read 2 books at you and Dr. Hyatt, The Enochian World of Aleister Crowley. And probably, what is the other one? The Way of the Secret Lover. It's the Secret Lover book that I'm most interested in because I now see that if I'm ever to grow spiritually and spiritually evolve in the right way, that I must gain knowledge and conversation of my holy guardian angel. And I want to perform Liber Samach. That's Crowley's Liber Samach, to invoke my HGA. Obviously, I cannot attempt such an operation in my current environment. And I'm so very much looking forward to the day and hour when I'll feel free to begin this great work of self-transformation. I hope to eventually join a Golden Dawn or an OTO body and become a Freemason like my father, grandfather, and great-grandfather. I guess I just wanted to first thank you and Dr. Hyatt for writing these wonderful books, and then ask if you had any words of advice for someone like me. I really enjoy playing with numbers and words using 777. So do I. I have a paperback of this book here. It is If the Gods Are Sending Me Messages. Only trouble is I don't know what good any of these messages are. Isn't this a wonderful letter? He's a very insightful person. Note, a very lengthy and somewhat rambling comment on an array of numerical coincidences and synchronicities is here omitted. And that's my note, okay? There was actually page after page of synchronicities and this and that added up to this number and that number, and you know how that could go. Then he continues, are the gods playing with me? For the last year, I've been working on the name and numbers of an angel who visits me in dreams. Is this my holy guardian angel? And that's what got me thinking this morning. In my Life with the Spirits, I talk about the angel Nedera that appeared in a parade of elves, if you will, in one of my very early visions. So that's what got me started on this today. Is this my holy guardian angel? If so, it's more like a personal demon who's tormenting me with puzzles. I feel I can crack this code. If I can crack this code, it'll all become clear to me. But there seems to be so many obstacles in my way that it's easy to become discouraged. So that's a wonderful letter. Hi, name withheld. Good to hear you'll be transitioning out of that place soon and that your focus is on self-transformation. You may be surprised when I tell you that even when the magician is out and free, even when the magician is able to be part of the work of a magic or Masonic group, even when the magician is able to have fellowship with others of similar interests and aspirations, the magician always remains solitary as far as his or her great work is concerned. You will never be more free to do the real work than you are right now. You will never be closer to discovering who you are and what it's all about than you are right now. Illumination will never be closer to you than it is right now. So try to see what it is you need to do for yourself right now and do it. It is probably something that seems at first to have nothing to do with magic or Kabbalah or gods or angels. Start with little things. They are the biggest obstacles. If you smoke or abuse your body in other ways, stop. You'd like to be able to achieve some level of illumination while you still have 4 parts of your soul. If you've lost your sense of humor, get it back. Start to see the universal joke in things. That's how the heaviest ahas will be delivered. You seem fixated at the moment with the spelling of the name and numerical equivalent of this angelic visitor. Have you thought that the big message here was not that you had to somehow crack a code of some Kabbalistic puzzle to get an answer, but that the message was clearly delivered to you? The puzzle is the answer. Shit, yes, your holy guardian angel is a huge personal demon of yours. That's why it's the key to your getting your personal, magical, and incarnational shit together. Try harder by not trying so hard. Use the Ruach's Kabbalistic number games to hone your neshama, not drive it. Once you've received your intuitional message, move on. Move forward. For Christ's sake, don't keep picking a word or number to death with gematria, because it's your own life and sanity you'll be picking to death, not to mention the friends you'll bore to death with your ramblings. If the HGA desires union with you infinitely more than you think you want union with it. If you truly realize that, then you would not need Liber Samic, or books, or orders, or gematria. You would just have to swoon and fall into its arms. It's standing right behind you, right now, and always screaming at you just to wake up a little bit and back gently into it. You're overthinking the process, overworking the process. It's the Anahata chakra, for Christ's sake. You need to fall hopelessly in love with the goddamn angel. Have you forgotten how to fall in love? It's one of the little things you need to work on. Is it one of the little things you need to work on? I suggest you start right now. The two of you will make a beautiful couple. And both of you will still have a lot of work to do as a team. I hope this has been helpful. And that's where I'm going to end it today. The book is Ask Baba Lon, Answers to Questions of Life and Magic. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Same time, same station. Do what thou wilt shall be whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will.